Hey everyone, it's Shayna from the Entrepreneurs in Motion podcast, and today I want to make a video answering a really good question that I got from a listener a few weeks ago regarding how to choose a strategy for your online business. So this listener says that he is overwhelmed. He writes, "There is too much contradictory information out there and I don't know where to start. Facebook marketing, Twitter, Instagram, SEO, blog schedule, blog length, etc. What steps to take and when?" This is a great question because it's true that there are a lot of different paths to success in online business. All of these things can work and have worked for other people, but which one is the right one for you and your business? Well, here are two considerations that you might want to keep in mind, because you shouldn't try to do everything. If you try to do all of those strategies at once, simultaneously, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, blogging, JV partnerships, then you're not really going to make a lot of progress on any of them. So it's good to pick one or two that will really work for you and then double down on those. But how do you find what those one or two most effective ones are going to be? Well, the first thing to consider is to look at other businesses that are similar to yours and try to figure out what they're using. So in the case of the listener who asked the question, he's working in a very academic niche. It's a very educational area. So when you think about this particular topic and you look at something like Instagram, are there Instagram accounts that are very academic focused, which have thousands and thousands of followers and lots of engagement? Well, probably not. But then if you look on YouTube, are there educational videos on this topic with lots of views? I would guess that there are. Now, if you're into something like fitness or beauty, then maybe Instagram would be a better fit because we do have accounts with lots of followers and lots of engagement in that niche. So the first thing to do is to look at, I won't say your competitors, but other people in your same space and try to see what they're doing. Look at their Facebook page. Is it super active and with lots of engagement, or is it just kind of dead or maybe just being maintained in a very minimal way? Check their YouTube channel, look at their website. Do they have a blog? Are they running webinars? So do a little bit of analysis of your competitors to see what strategy might work for your niche, because you have to get in front of your people, your leads, where they naturally tend to like to engage. So for some audiences, that will be Twitter. For other audiences, they couldn't care less about Twitter. It will be Pinterest. For others, they're not looking on Twitter or Pinterest. They're getting all their info from YouTube. Maybe some niches, your leads aren't even really online that much, or there's no centralized gathering place, and you might have to make some cold calls and some cold emails in order to get in the door. Okay, so step one, do an analysis of your niche and see what marketing channels other businesses are using with success. The second thing to consider is what your strong points are naturally. So for example, maybe you're a person who can just churn out tons and tons of blog posts because writing comes naturally to you. So then maybe think about focusing on blogging. Or maybe you hate writing, it's like pulling teeth, but you can get in front of a camera and create tons of videos. So in that case, maybe focus on YouTube marketing or Facebook Live marketing. Maybe you're bad at writing and you hate video, but you are a master at building relationships and making connections with people. In that case, go after partnerships, build some relationships and do some partner projects. Okay, so you got to consider both what's working in your niche and what's your strong point naturally. This is going to be different for every person. Once you have those two channels, then I would say take a month, or better yet, 1 quarter, so 3 months, and do a sprint. Read everything you can about that strategy, gather all the info you can, make a plan, and then implement relentlessly, day after day, week after week. Okay, so if your strategy is webinars, then do a webinar like every week for a month. If you are doing paid acquisition, if you've determined that your competitors are using paid Google ads, then learn everything you can about them and implement day after day, experiment until you can find what works for you. I really think that it's true. The number of online business strategies can be overwhelming, but you should really spend maybe a day or two thinking about it and analyzing it, making a plan, and then the next few months implementing. And you'll be able to tell almost right away, maybe after the first month, are these things gaining traction for you or are they falling flat? So let's take the example of webinars. Is your webinar attendance increasing the more you do it? Are you getting good feedback from attendees? Or is it kind of falling flat and maybe you just don't feel like people are engaging? That might be a signal that it's time to, well, first of all, try to improve your own implementation, but then maybe switch to another marketing strategy. If you're doing, let's say you're creating a Facebook group, are people pouring in kind of naturally, organically? The group is growing and people are engaging and excited. That's a good sign. That means keep going with that strategy. Or is it just really difficult and you're finding yourself, again, if it's like pulling teeth to get people to come into that group and engage, then that's a sign that maybe you should try something else, okay? But take both of those strategies, the one that your competitors are using and the one that you're really good at, and go full speed ahead on them for a month, better yet, a quarter, 3 months, to give yourself time to refine and improve your implementation, and then see what works. For me, it's been really obvious that certain things work. So for me, that's content marketing, email marketing, and YouTube specifically. My YouTube channel grew without me even trying to promote it. And then other things have not worked so well for me. Webinars have not worked well for me. Paid ads have not worked great for me in the past. So it's going to be different for every business, but I hope this provides a framework for you to pick your strategies that you can at least experiment with for a couple of months and then decide whether to keep going with them or maybe switch to a new plan. All right. I hope this video is going to help you as you make your plans for 2017. Let me know what you think in the comments. See you next time.